So it's a new year, it's 2019, which is super exciting. I know a lot of you guys have a bunch of new year, new you goals, all that fun stuff. So I thought it would be super fun to make a beginner's guide to the gym video. I'm gonna give you guys my tips on what you should do, because I know that going to the gym, especially if you're really new, can be super intimidating. I remember being terrified of the free weights area when I first started going to the gym, and I would just like hide in a corner and near the cardio machines, because I had no idea what I was doing. Everyone there looked super fit, and I was afraid everyone was judging me and laughing at me and that I was doing everything wrong. So just wanted to give you guys some of my tips and tricks on being a beginner in the gym. So yeah, so let's get into the first tip, number one. So tip number one is have a goal or a purpose. Make sure you know what you're going there for. So if you want to get stronger, if you want to just improve like your heart health, or if you want to lose weight or anything like that, if you're going just to have more activity, but make sure that you're going for you for a reason that you want. Otherwise you're gonna get lost and have no direction basically. So set yourself a goal that you know that you want to achieve, whether that's flexibility, strength, just weight loss, if you want heart health, anything like that, you know, which would be more cardio related. Just set yourself a goal, and then when you go there, you'll have a purpose, and it'll be much better. And also set a goal for how many times you want to go to the gym if you're going to do that. So like, maybe you don't have a whole lot of time. Set a goal that you can reasonably do for you to go to the gym X amount of times this week, or I'm gonna go to a class with my mom or my friend on this day, or whatever. Work it into your schedule. Make a plan. It's so much easier to stick to something if you have a plan rather than it just being an idea. You gotta make an action plan, and then you'll be so much more likely to actually stick to your goals and see some progress and some sustainability. My second tip, make sure that you always warm up. Right now, I don't know where you guys live, it is snowing outside where I live right now, so it's freezing. So especially because of that, it's super important when it's cold to warm up and get blood flow into your muscles. But just generally, just taking anything from like 5 to 10 minutes, it's not gonna add a whole bunch of time to your workout. It's gonna make sure that you have proper blood flow to your muscles, and it's gonna prevent injury, because you don't want to get injured. That's not fun for any reason at all, and it'll get you out of the gym, so don't do that. So here's something really important though that a lot of people kind of misconstrue, is you don't want to do static stretches before weightlifting or cardio. I know that we're told to stretch a lot, but when you do static stretches, so that's like holding a stretch for an extended period of time, like touching your toes. I just kicked my tripod. Like touching your toes. So if you go down and you touch your toes and you hold it for a prolonged period of time, that's considered a static stretch. And this is good for you, but you want to do those after a workout, because it's going to lengthen your muscles, which is the opposite of what you want to do when you are, for say, weightlifting, where you want to contract your muscles. You don't want to do that. That will actually increase your risk of injury if you're lengthening and stretching out your muscles in that fashion. So what you want to do is you want to do dynamic stretches and movements. So that's stuff like going like this, or like leg swings. I wish I could show you right now, but obviously I'm sitting down. But look up dynamic stretches just on Google, and it'll show you stuff to do. But that is so much better because it simulates the movements that you're going to do with weight, if you're going to be weightlifting, and it helps get blood flow into your muscles and warm you up and stretch, but it's not, like I said, lengthening those muscles the way that static stretches do. Yeah, that is super important for safety. Also, just walking on a treadmill for around like 5 minutes. Like I said, it doesn't take a lot of time, and it will help warm you up overall, get your heart rate going a little bit, which will not only help improve your lifts, but like I said, it'll help decrease injury risk, which is what you want, okay? Also, while you're doing your fun little dynamic stretches, you can check out the gym. So like I said, if you're new and you don't really know the layout of your gym per se, this is a great time to kind of like spy on everything and figure out in general where everything is. So normally cardio equipment is separated from the free weights per se, and the machines are scattered around. But just depending on where your gym is, you can just check it out, and that will make you a little bit more comfortable while you're walking around because you have scoped out the place while you're warming up. Tip number 3, when you go to the gym, have a plan again or a workout split. So if you're new and you're very inexperienced with program design and all of that, don't just go to the gym without a set workout plan because you're gonna get lost, you're not gonna know how to prioritize what movements to do first, and you're probably gonna go home early or just be really confused and feel awkward. So there are plenty of places that you can get free workouts. You don't have to pay for them. Like for example, bodybuilding.com is a great example. Not only do they have a phenomenal exercise database, which will tie into the next tip, but they give tons of free workouts. So just if you could go on there, or I'm sure there's other places, I just don't know off the top of my head, that offer free workouts. You can look at people on YouTube, on Instagram. But when you go to the gym, have a plan. Even if it's just on your phone, if you bring a little note card, you could print it out, whatever, but just make sure that you have a plan, because then you have direction to where you're going and you're much less likely to feel awkward and have no idea what you're doing. Right, because if you go there and you're like, what do I do now? I don't know what half of these things are for, I don't know what I should be doing. It'll just make you feel more comfortable, and you'll be much more at ease if you have a plan and you know what you're doing. Tip number 4. So tip number 4 is make sure that you have proper form and technique, which I know is hard, especially if you're new, you don't really know exactly what you're doing, you haven't done a lot of these movements before. That's okay. Like I said previously, bodybuilding.com has a really great exercise database that has videos and written explanations to how to perform certain movements. So that can help you out by helping to explain. If you can afford a personal trainer, then that is a great way for them to show you form and technique. But if you can't afford that, like I said, there's a lot of free resources that you can utilize. But like I said, it's something very important, so make sure you take the time to figure out what is going on with each exercise that you are doing. And if something hurts or feels weird, please stop and don't continue, because there is a difference between muscle pain and bad pain. So if you notice bad pain, please stop. You might be doing it wrong, and just either film yourself, like you can take your phone and record what you're doing, and that's a really good way to see if what you're doing looks like it's supposed to, if you're doing something wrong. It's a great form check if you're in the gym by yourself. Tip number 5, start simple, okay? If you are a newbie in the gym and maybe your goal is you want to be an Olympic lifter, I don't know, okay, that's your New Year's goal, you want to learn some ollie lifts or whatever. Don't go, if you've never even like touched a weight before, don't go and try to do a power clean right off the bat. Those are very complex movements. Start simple, start basic. Make sure that you're using, like I said, proper form and technique. Don't go crazy and push yourself. One of the things that I noticed for me personally, and probably holds true to a lot of other people, is when you're brand new and you go to the gym and you're new and you feel awkward and uncomfortable and like everyone's looking at you, which they're not or shouldn't be. If they are, like, they shouldn't be there. I don't know why they're at the gym if they're looking at you, unless they're like, oh, you're cute, in which case take it as a compliment and ignore them. Or go talk to them, whatever you want to do. Don't feel like you need to prove yourself in the gym, okay? Just tune everything out. You are there for you. You are not there for them. You're not there for anyone else in the gym, right? Like, that's not the reason that you're going. You're going for you, okay? So don't worry about how you look. Don't worry about how strong you are. I know that's really hard to say, but just like I said, just tune them out. Don't try your best to not care, because honestly, a lot of people that I see in the gym aren't lifting properly. They're lifting a lot of weight, but they're like swinging their arms with their bicep curls, and it's like, that's not actually proper form. And if I were to give you a 20-pound dumbbell, you probably couldn't do it, because with proper form, they probably couldn't do it, because they're ego lifting, right? So don't ego lift for a couple of reasons. One, it's gonna hurt you. More than likely, you're gonna injure yourself or something terrible. Like, just, it's too risky, you don't wanna do it. Experienced lifters will judge you. Like, honestly, I don't judge people because they're new or not lifting a ton of weight. I judge them when they're lifting a ton of weight and they're not doing it correctly. Like, that's when the judgment, when I'm like, oh my God, what is happening over there? I need to like shield my eyes. Like, it's not good, it's embarrassing. Like, don't ego lift, right? When I first went to the gym, I could barely curl 5 pounds, which is really sad to me. But that was my reality, and it was very humbling, because I was like, oh, 5 pounds, whatever. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is really hard. And it was because I was inexperienced and I wasn't very strong. I had very little upper body strength, and that's okay. And now I can curl 20s like cake, right? But that took me years to do. And if I could have probably curled the 20s if I had tried super hard and like swung around. But like I said, it's gonna increase your injury risk. You're gonna kind of look like a fool to people who are lifting properly, right? So just make sure that you take the time to start off simple, get the basics down, and then you can increase your weight. Like, if you've never barbell squatted before, make sure you get down like a basic body weight squat or just a squat with a bar before you add on a ton of weight. Because you want to make sure that you're doing that properly before you go and hurt yourself, because that would be bad. And it's just going to help you activate the muscles that you actually are targeting, which will help you make progress where you want to much faster. So just keep it simple. Don't let your ego get the best of you, and rock it, guys. Like, you're gonna do great. Another tip that I have for you guys is determine when is the best time for you to go to the gym to work out. So if you're a morning person, go in the morning. If you're a night owl, go at night. Try to make a plan so that you go when you feel best, when you feel like you have the most energy. Because if you are a morning person and you wait to try to get your gym session in at the end of the day, you're probably gonna be tired because you're the morning person, right? So you're not gonna wanna go to the gym, which means you're more likely to make excuses to not go, right? Because we're human, and sometimes we're just like, you know, I had a really long day at work and I just really love to go home and watch some Netflix. Like, don't we all the time, right? And so, not that you can't still go to the gym, like, you can still tell yourself, yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym anyway. Like, I'm tired and I'd really rather not. I'd rather be on the couch in my pajamas, but I'm gonna go anyway. Good for you. But you want to set yourself up to succeed, right? So if you know that you're gonna have the most amount of energy in the morning, go to the gym before work. It'll be much easier, you'll be much less likely to make excuses. Same thing, if you're not a morning person, don't try to wake up super early to go to the gym. I mean, if you absolutely have to and you're committed, you do you, but try to make things as easy on yourself as possible. Work with what you feel works best for you. So just because Sally Joe works out at 5 a.m. doesn't mean that you need to work out at 5 a.m. You could be the person who works out at 5 p.m. or 8 p.m. or 10 p.m. Whatever works best for you, whenever you feel best, whenever your workout's gonna make you feel the best, because you don't wanna just go to work out to feel like death. Like, that's not the reason that you should be going to the gym. You should be going because, one, you have a goal that you want to achieve, whatever that is, and two, because it helps de-stress you, makes you feel good. It should be something that you learn to enjoy and not dread, and that will make this so much easier on you. So work with yourself, not against yourself, and you'll be so much happier and you'll be so much more likely to stick to your resolutions. My last tip for you guys And this is a little bit extra. Definitely not necessary, but something that I really think does help, which is, you know, whatever, is what you wear to the gym, your headphones, and your music playlist. I think these are honestly super important. If you don't feel comfortable in what you're wearing and you're going to an environment that you don't feel comfortable in as it is, and you feel a little outcast and outlandish, like, you're not gonna feel comfortable, and you're probably not gonna put in your full effort, or you're gonna leave because you're gonna feel worried about what everyone else is thinking about you because you aren't comfortable in what you're wearing. So if you're not comfortable in a crop top, don't wear a crop top. If you're not comfortable in anything but a crop top, wear a crop top. Like, live your best life. If you know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't, like, people aren't looking at you. I know that it's really easy to assume that everyone's looking at you and that you're embarrassing yourself, but for the most part, the people who are there at the gym are there for themselves. They're probably looking more at themselves than anyone else. They're like flexing in the mirror, you know? So don't worry. Try not to look at other people, and it'll make you feel much less intimidated. Just like pay attention to you, look at yourself in the mirror, give yourself a wink or two, like enjoy being there, have fun. Like, I have danced in the gym before because I have no shame, but like, you don't have to do that. Just try to make it fun, because you don't want this to be a terrible situation. It doesn't have to be a terrible situation. Most of the people in the gym are super nice and don't care what you're doing. So wear something that you feel comfortable in. This doesn't mean that you have to go out and buy like the newest Nike shoes to be able to make progress in the gym. That's not what I'm saying. You don't need to go buy yourself an entire new outfit. If you think that that will help you and you have the money, go for it. But otherwise, just wear something that you feel comfortable in. It doesn't have to be the nicest thing in the entire world. Like, if you feel super comfortable in a really baggy sweatpants and a really baggy sweatshirt, wear that. If you feel comfortable in skin tight spandex and a crop top, wear that. Just wear whatever makes you feel most comfortable, because you gotta rock it. And if you rock it, you're gonna do great. So there's that. Headphones. I really love big bulky headphones. That's just my personal preference, but that really helped me when I was first starting out, because it completely blocks everything out. You can barely hear anything else, and then you can just zone out, and you don't worry or think as much about other people because you got your jams blasting in your ears, and people are much less likely to talk to you because you have big headphones on. I do think that that can help you. You don't have to get, like I said, the nicest headphones. I do have some really nice headphones now, but I have been going to the gym for a really long time, and like I said, this matters to me. So, but you can go to Walmart and get some big blocky headphones for like 20 bucks. Right? And if that helps you ignore everyone else and feel more confident, I think that's worth it. That's a worthy investment in my opinion. And also your playlist. Get a playlist that amps you up. Build a playlist for the gym that makes you feel confident. Like, put your jams into a playlist that make you like super confident. Like, you know what I mean? The ones where you're rocking out in your car and you're just like, I could conquer the world right now. Put all of those songs, the ones that you dance in your bedroom to, like To Know Tomorrow, put all those songs into a playlist. So that when you walk into the gym, you're just like, wow, I am so cool. No one has anything on me, and that's all that matters. You are all that matters in this situation, okay? So just go in there, jam it out, slay your workout. You're gonna do great. You just gotta believe in yourself, and honestly, just have fun, have a good time. So those are all of my tips for your 2019 New Year's gym goal resolutions, or whenever you're watching this. Like, I hope this helped you out. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have tips for beginners in the gym, comment down below, share them up, have a good time. And yeah, I hope this helped you guys, because I know how terrifying it can be and intimidating to go to a gym where there's a bunch of really buff people who, you know, all know what they're doing, and you feel like you know nothing. I completely understand. I've been there. We all start somewhere. So just make sure you go there, have fun, have a good time. It will be, like, I know it's really easy to say don't let it be awkward, and it probably will be anyway, because like I said, it's easy to say, harder to do, but just enjoy it, have fun, you know, be goofy, have a great playlist, go with your friends, and yeah, you're gonna get there. Everyone, the only way that you're not going to progress is if you quit and give up. So don't give up, because I believe in you, okay? So go slay your New Year's resolutions, make it into a habit, make it into a lifestyle, let it help you be a happier, stronger, fitter person, and have a fantastic day, you guys. If you liked the video, make sure to like, give it a big old thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!